Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. It's Monday for y'all. Sunday afternoon for me. But this is my motivational menu ideal segment. And y'all, I'm sharing with y'all one of my favorite comfort meals to begin the week: chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes. I'm going to do some Yukon Gold potatoes. I'm going to chop them up, put them in the water, get them in the boiler. I'm not going to even peel them, but I'm going to fork mash these with my potato masher. And I'll show you all that when they get ready. I'm going to put some sour cream and butter in there, salt and pepper, and make some fry these chicken fried steaks off in the skillet. And then with the oil that's left over, I'm going to make some skillet gravy, cream gravy. It doesn't get no better, y'all. Y'all know chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes and corn is one of my favorite dishes to eat. So yeah, so sit back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get these potatoes kind of chopped up, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna get them in the boil them off, and we'll go from there. Motivational menu ideas, motivational Monday menu ideas. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back. Okay, I got my potatoes here. I kind of quartered them up, y'all, and I'm gonna put them in my little pot here. I leave the skin on these. Majority of the time when I make these mashed potatoes, especially fork mash, I leave the skin on. You can actually eat the skin of it. I leave the skin on the red potato, but the regular Irish potatoes or Idaho potatoes, I take the skin off. But this is a nice Yukon Gold, which makes the best mashed potatoes. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna put water in here. And another tip: when you boiling potatoes, always boil them in cold water. That way they cook. Always start the boiling process in cold water. That way they cook evenly. Or you put it in hot water, sometimes it tends not to cook evenly. So what I'm gonna do, fill this up with water here. It's gonna take about 30-45 minutes to get completely boiled. I'm gonna get this done first. And then I'll do my chicken fried steak last. But this ain't gonna take, I'm gonna get this out the way. So I'm gonna make sure you season your water. Salt. Of course I put salt and pepper, so it don't matter. I'm gonna put this on the pot. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on there, get it to a boil. We'll be back when they're done. I'll drain the water off and let them kind of sit to the side back there. I might mash them already, depending. And then we'll do the chicken fried steak, which doesn't take very long. So anyway, motivational Monday menu idea: chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Doesn't get no better. It's Texas style. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back here. Okay, my potatoes are ready. So all I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mash these right in the pot. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off of here. Drain the potatoes out. Little potato, got my pot there. Make sure I drain all the water out of here. Pour the potatoes back in the pot. Then I'm gonna add my butter to this. Got a stick of butter. A little more salt and pepper. Sour cream, and I'm gonna see if I need some milk to this. I should not need any milk, but sometimes I do. But I like to add sour cream to mine, y'all. Get my sour cream open here. It's a very easy way to make mashed potatoes, y'all, without having to do actually the mashing of it. Just get your potato masher, put some sour cream in here. All I'm gonna do, y'all, get my potato masher and mash them down just like this. That's all I'm gonna do. And you'll have your fork mashed potatoes. They're all mashed together. And they're so creamy, y'all, because Yukon Gold is a creamier potato. That's it. Make sure the butter's all melted in there. melt it up in there, y'all. Let's grip this down. Let me check my seasonings here. That's it. See that? Look at that. Nice, creamy fork mashed potato, y'all. Gonna go good with that chicken fried steak I'm making. Like I say, I like to get my mashed potatoes done first, and then we'll come back and do the chicken fried steak. So what I'm gonna do, put my lid on there, clean up here a little, and we'll be right back to start on the chicken fried steak, y'all. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back here. We're ready to get this chicken fried steak going. What in here, I got some buttermilk and a couple of eggs. That's gonna be my wet, you can use regular milk and eggs. I like to use buttermilk and eggs for my chicken fried steak. I want a nice golden brown crispy crust on my chicken fried steak. And in here, all I got is regular all-purpose flour. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna season my chicken fried steak with salt and pepper on both sides. And I like to use Greek seasoning on mine. I can use shake sometimes. It depends on what you like, but I like my cabbages on here. Turn this over. I got a few pieces to go here. I got a few pieces to cook here, y'all, today. So, my other hand, I just stuck my hand in the meat. I don't want to stick my wet hand back in the salt. Okay, now, I'm going to do dry, wet, dry, y'all. See how big and nice and tender these steaks are? All this is tenderized beef cutlets, y'all. That's all this is. Put it in the wet. And these chicken fried steaks are so big, y'all. I'm only maybe get the one at a time in the skillet here. They're so big and huge. So make sure you got it good. Dust that excess flour off. I might get two in the skillet. We're gonna see if I can get another little one here. This one don't look as big, so see if I can get two in the skillet. And people say, why do they call it chicken fried if it's not chicken? Chicken fried just a method it's cooking. It's fried like chicken. That's why they call it chicken fried. And like I told y'all in another video, this is one of these inventions that come right here from the great state of Texas. Invented here in Texas. You can't go to many truck stops or restaurants here in Texas without this being on the menu. If you do, it's not a Texas restaurant. Let me turn y'all over this way so y'all can see. Got my mashed potatoes back there. It's gonna be an awesome meal. And once this can get out of here, out the skillet, we're gonna come back. We're gonna make our gravy, because I'm gonna put these chicken fried potatoes that come out on a sheet pan with rack and let them sit in the oven there and keep warm while I get the gravy going. And we're gonna have an awesome dinner here, y'all. Motivational Monday menu ideas. So y'all, I'm gonna be right back when I flip this over. I got two more to do, and I'm just excited about this. I know exactly. It's a football Sunday, y'all. Actually, when I'm doing this, we had rib earlier, and I'm getting everybody sleeping today. After the rib was gone, I told them hang around. I come back a little while. Around 8 o'clock, we're gonna have some chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes. And I guarantee you, the guys will come back for that. Or just at least get a go pay. Cause all I'm gonna do is eat one. The other three, I'm giving it away so they can have them. So anyway, we'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all, we back. Okay, we about to flip these over. You know how when it's time to flip them over, I learned this by experience. When you see a lot of blood come to the top of the other side, it's pretty much time to flip them over. You just take them there. Be careful. You flip them over. Nice golden brown. Nice golden brown chicken fried steak, y'all. That's what you want. Nice breading on there. Like I say, you definitely don't want to overcrowd your skillet. Because now you're going to boil them instead of frying them. So I'm going to get these done. Get the other two in. We'll come back here in about, it's going to take about 10 minutes to get them all done. Come back and then we're going to have to take the last one out. We're going to make the gravy in here. And it's going to be on in here, y'all. So anyway, Get tight. Even though I had a big lunch today, my ribs and my baked beans and potato salad. When you say chicken fried steak and you're a true Texan, you always have room for chicken fried steak. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back again. Okay, y'all see I got the other two off of there. Look how nice and golden brown and crispy they are. These are here ready to turn over. Take my little spatula here. My tongs here. Give them a little flip. And let them do their thing there, y'all. Old school chicken fried steak, y'all. Just can't get no better. I cannot wait to put these mashed potatoes on this plate. This gravy, I ain't gonna eat no vegetables. It's all about meat and potatoes tonight. And meat, potatoes, and gravy, y'all. That's what it's all about tonight. So, again, I'm gonna let these cook take about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. I'm gonna put these other ones in the oven and let them stay warm. And then when my gravy is ready, I'll be ready to plate it up. So anyway, y'all, I'll be right back again. Once these is ready, I'll be ready to make the gravy. Y'all seen me make skillet gravy before, but if you haven't, I'll show y'all again how I make it. But yeah, this is a good way to start your week. And you see how easy the mashed potatoes was? We make them all in one pot. Put a little sour cream and butter in there. If you don't have sour cream, you don't like sour cream, you can put heavy cream in there, a little milk and butter. However you want to do it, mash it with your potato masher. You don't need no mixer, no nothing for those potatoes. And you can see how easy the chicken fried steak was, and the gravy is even more easier. So anyway, we'll be right back, y'all. Okay, y'all, we back here. Okay, I took the chicken fried steaks out, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of that oil back in there that I use on my chicken fried steak. Okay, get that out of there. Hold on, y'all, just a second. Hold on. Okay, y'all, we back here. Okay, y'all, put a little bit more oil in here. This is leftover from when I took out from the chicken fried steak. I'm gonna put a little flour in here, and we're gonna make a little gravy here for my chicken fried steak. I actually didn't have no dirty flour. I threw my dirty flour out, y'all. I'm so busy cleaning up that I threw my dirty flour out. And y'all, this don't have to be brown. This here, this definitely don't have to be brown. We're gonna make some cream gravy here with some milk in here. Put some milk in here. You know what's also good in here, y'all? It's a buttermilk gravy. If you ever had buttermilk gravy, oh my God. That's good also. Let this cook here. Thicken up here a little. Turn this fire up. Oh yeah. Let me season it with salt and pepper here. Go on and get the seasoning going. You know I put black pepper in my white gravy. I love a lot of black pepper. I don't use black pepper much. When I'm making cream gravy, I definitely got to have black pepper in it. So we're going to let this come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, it's going to be ready. You want it pretty thick, but you don't want it too thick. It's going to have to cook about, I like to let mine cook about 5-10 minutes. When it comes to the full thickness, you see how thick it's getting? That's what you want. This is what you want, y'all. Let me taste it here and see if I need any more seasonings in it. Actually, it's pretty good. I can taste a little bit more salt. A little bit more salt in it. You see how thick it's coming? I'm gonna have to add a little bit of water to this. I don't want it too thick and I don't want it too thin. You can always make it too, you can always thin it out, but you don't want to have to go back and thicken it after you got all your seasonings in there. Oh yeah. That's it. Look at that. See how quick that gravy came together, y'all? Very easy. Look at that. Nice cream gravy for chicken fried steak. Made in the same skillet you did your. So really, essentially, all you needed was 2 pots, y'all, for this dish. That's how simple it is. You don't need 2 pots to clean. That's that black pepper, y'all. I knew it was coming. All right. So I cut that off. We're gonna get our gravy bowl here. We're gonna pour this right up in our gravy bowl here. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Now, I'm gonna come back. I'm about to plate up my chicken fried steak here, and we're gonna see how it tastes. So we will be right back in just a second. Okay, y'all, the meal is ready. Look at this here. Look at this meal. This is a Texas plate, y'all. Chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, homemade gravy. You go in a Texas real restaurant, especially truck stops, and this ain't on the menu, something is wrong, y'all. Let me get my knife here, and we're gonna take a bite of this stuff, y'all, and we're gonna see how it is. Look at these mashed potatoes, so creamy with that gravy. How creamy they are. Okay. Chicken fried steak here. Let me tell you, the way you know a chicken fried steak is good. See how the breading stay on there? See that? The breading is still on it. It didn't fall off. That's the key to good chicken fried steak. If you cut in a chicken fried steak and the breading go everywhere and you just get meat with one bite and breading with one bite, it's not prepared correctly. So let me dip that in there like that. Get a good bite. Let me show y'all. Look at this. Look at that. A mashed potato on there and gravy. I have to drop the fork and walk away. That's Texas comfort food, y'all. Not gotta be old school soul food. Texas comfort food. You from Texas? You love chicken fried steak. Y'all actually do this with chicken. Also, pound your chicken breast out. Same procedure. Just fry it just like I did this. But anyway, y'all, just another quick Monday menu idea. Monday recipe, Motivation Monday recipe idea. So let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulcook.com. Remember the hashtag this year, 2021. Put that hashtag out there. Let's go to end this year very strong. Anything you post, anything you comment, anything you share, put that hashtag Old School Soul Food with it, so everybody know what a great thing we got going on over here in Old School Soul Food. So until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day. Y'all have a blessed week. Be safe. Be prayed up. I will see y'all back here Thursday morning with my Old School Soul Food deal of the week, and we'll get this week started. So until next time, I got a little choked up on my steak there. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a blessed week. Love y'all. Bye.